But can we improve all this? Before we get to my favorite tripwire, we need to recap what it is clients want so we can make a tripwire offer that's irresistible. Remember our logical, emotional, and physical goals. The logical goals are functional and project process is functional. It's something you are going to be paid to do anyway, just like a mechanic fixes a car. Using our example of a Ferrari, at what part of the journey of owning that car has the most emotional power? Well, it's the buying one part. All the excitement happens when you buy it and take it for its first drive. It's also the part that has the least fee objection. When someone has decided to buy a Ferrari, then price is an afterthought, and it's the same with high-end resi. There is tremendous excitement in seeing what their new home will look like before it is ever built. The construction journey is a long one, and it's difficult to sustain excitement along the way. I've worked on projects where the clients hated the finished house because the journey on the way was so fraught with difficulties. Can you relate to that? In many cases, the maximum amount of excitement comes in the initial design stages of the home. So the emotional goal of our tripwire offer needs to be excitement, and the physical goal that fulfills that is the ability to show them exactly what the house will look like. So if the example is status, and that's what they want from the house, then it's stuff like the look and style of the house, which is your project niche, along with all the other parts of the house they are interested in, such as all the other parts that other people see, and all the other spaces we have looked at many times before in previous workshops. The point here is that if all the power is in the physical goals they have for the project, then it follows that these things should be the focus of your offer. And we do that with what I call a concept design pack. When an affluent client contacts an architect, they really just want one thing, and that's to see the house before it is built. That's the money shot. They don't care about all this other stuff, the process, hiring builders, permits, drawings. They will expect you to sort all that out without any of their input. There's no emotional power in any of that because it is logical, functional stuff. The real value you bring to the table is the expertise to make your client's vision a reality. That's really what they're paying for, and that's what they really want from you, so why not give it to them? So, a concept design pack is a bundled pack that centers around the design and modeling of the house. And the typical process for delivering a concept design pack happens over a few phases. So phase 1 will be you get their brief with the emphasis on their physical goals. Phase 2, some 2D scheme designs for feedback and development. Phase 3, choose a scheme to model. Phase 4, rendered images, material samples. Phase 5 is a 3D walkthrough. Phase 6 are ancillary items such as budget required, program timescale, and comparable sale prices of similar buildings in the area for a return on investment figure so they can compare it to something. And then phase 7 is delivery of the concept design pack with the fee for doing the rest of the project. And this is the content of your concept design pack. And breaking it into phases implies they get a lot of value. There isn't room here for a time for money comparison. And a 3D walkthrough model has a lot more value than a bloody PDF or thumbnail scribbles. But the real power here is that we can directly connect each step with the physical goals of the project so they can see exactly what their home looks like before it gets built. But the best part is that when you deliver one of these, then you get the rest of the project. It's a no-brainer. You will have shown you can get the job done with minimal impact on their time, and you'll have directly linked your services to the future they want. Remember, you are selling a future the client wants, and this is how you show them. In other words, it's about bringing their vision to life. Now, the advantages here are that you get to show your expertise as well as build rapport and create a great impression to get the rest of the project. The deliverables are exactly what the client wants, as they get to see what the house will look like, and that's where all the excitement is. And it's this deliverable that completely disconnects the time for money scenario because of the value it provides. Thumbnail sketches done over a couple of hours versus a 3D walkthrough model where you can experience firsthand what the house looks like and how each space flows together. It's an entirely different experience. Remember, you are in the future state business, not the architectural services business. And it's here you can charge higher fees without having any time versus money positioning concerns. The disadvantages are they take time. They can't be turned around in a couple of hours, and you need to do the drawings and then 3D model it all with a walkthrough. You also need to be very good at getting the client's brief in a couple of sessions. The initial consultation where you sell their services will go a long way for that, but it won't do everything for you. You will need a proper briefing session, and you'll be able to gather all the information you need in one sitting. Remember, their time is precious, and they won't want going back and forth a lot of times, so you need to keep that to a minimum. Another disadvantage is the software knowledge to do all this. You can, of course, use Revit to model a project, cut your drawings from it, and also use the same model to do the walkthrough with a plugin like Enscape. And if you're really good at Revit, this might be the way to go. If not, you can use a 2D drawing package like AutoCAD to create the drawings, and then use SketchUp and Lumion to create a walkthrough from the drawings. And of course, the more detail you put into the models, the better they will look. I'm guessing most of you will have done some form of walkthrough in the practices you've worked in, so I guess you should use whatever you are comfortable with. There's also the expense purchasing this software. And finally, the big disadvantage here is you need to be 100% confident in your ability as an architect to pull this off. You are now playing in the big leagues. You will be dealing with extremely affluent people who demand the best. They won't accept mediocrity. So whilst this is the best tripwire offer, it isn't for everyone either. So how much can you charge for this? With respect to pricing structure, you can offer two packages, a gold and a platinum package. The gold for $5,800 includes everything except the 3D walkthrough. And the platinum package you can sell for $9,800, which it does include the walkthrough. And once you have a track record of these types of projects behind you, then you can increase your fees considerably. Now, these fees are a suggestion. How much you charge is up to you. Also, another way you can sell this is just sell the gold package first, and if that goes well, then sell the 3D walkthrough after the delivery of the gold pack. Also, always ask for full payment on the call, and if that doesn't suit them, 50% upfront and 50% on delivery. And as part of our coaching program, we have a 12-step initial consultation script that helps even the most nervous architect sell their tripwires like a boss to high-end resi clients. So, do you see yourself using tripwires now to land clients and get paid upfront?